The most anticipated culinary showdown of the Food and Rum Festival returns in 2023 with 12 young cooks ready to give what it takes to become the 2023 Junior Chef Cook-Off Champion. Join us as we watch them engage in several cooking activities across the island and ultimately face off at 3 elimination challenges leading up to the final event at the Food and Rum Festival. This is the 2023 Junior Chef Cook-Off Competition.
Hi, I'm your host, Megan Michael, and tonight we're gonna see what our young aspiring chefs have for us. But before we do that, let me introduce you to my co-host, Chef Edie. Hi, Chef Edie, how are you doing today?
I'm very good, very excited as well.
You good?
Yes, glad to be here at the finals.
Awesome. So for the past few weeks, our young aspiring chefs have been going through so much training. Of course, I've been there with them as well, and they've been also having some really hard challenges. But after tonight, we're gonna see who's gonna win $3,000 in cash. They're also gonna win a 6-month training with you at the Caribbean Cuisine Culinary Kitchen.
That's right.
And we're gonna have 3 months internship at the Crane Hotel. So that is an amazing sponsorship. I'm so happy for all of them. To be honest, the growth of all of the kids have been amazing. To see them being so confident in what they cook has been good.
Yeah, well, it was 12 weeks. You see, they're here now. You're seeing them at the end, but it was a long journey. It was a really long journey for them. Every Saturday for 12 weeks, they were involved in it. They had to come to the Culinary Institute, and they did their practical training there. What you see today is the culmination of that training. I'm sure you're going to be impressed with what the development and the growth of these students, the 12 students, whether you're seeing 4 of them, but they started as 12. These 4, you're going to be impressed, I'm sure.
Yep, and of course, we're here at the Kensington Oval, which is also one of our sponsors. But we're gonna head right into the competition, and I'm gonna introduce our judges for today. We have our head judge, Chef Natalia Reed. Hi, Natalia. This is our chef. She's our chief judge. You can have a seat over here. And she is a chef instructor. Next chef we have is Chef Rashid Cummings. And these chefs were also a part of the show. If you would have seen them, testing them out and giving them really good advice. And then we have Mrs. Akem Cadogan. She is the food and beverage manager at the Crane Hotel and Resort. Now, let's get into the meat of the matter. Let's see our chefs for tonight. The first chef we have out tonight is Dejuan Toppin. Yeah, who's here for Dejuan? Let's see, Dejuan Toppin. Dejuan, okay. Next one we have is Domonique Grant. Hi, Domonique. Give a clap for Domonique Grant. Next person we have is Jade Harewood. Jade Harewood. Give Jade Harewood a clap. And last but not least, I call him the quiet giant, Raphael Blemben. Give Raphael a big round of applause. Give Raphael a big round of applause.
You know what? Well, you know what? I can't mention these 4 without talking about the others. It was a whole selection process. There were about 30 or so people who applied to get on this 12 to get the 12 of them, and it was a challenge from the very beginning. So I'm very, very happy with the way young people are thinking about the culinary arts, and everybody's after that prize really to be certified. So I'm happy as to where they're going. Yeah.
Awesome. There are 3 rounds. There's the Carmita appetizer round. There's the Roberts Manufacturing entree round, and then there's the Wabisco dessert round. Each contestant must create 3 plates for each round. The appetizer and the entree rounds are 1 hour and 45 minutes to complete. The dessert round is 60 minutes. And right now, our young chefs all have a mystery basket placed next to them.
What is in here are just 2 of the items that must be used within the next 90 minutes. this will be your appetizer and your main course protein. So that's what's sitting on the here now. I'm not quite sure of it is yet. So this will be revealed for them for the first time, what they're going to be using for the appetizer and what they'll be using for the main course.
Yeah. Okay. So we're going to slowly review what is under this basket. Ready? Go for it. Let's see.
What you have here, my friends, we've kept it as local as we possibly can. So the appetizer will have to be made from chicken liver. So they have to do something really creative with chicken liver and using your Carmitas products in there somewhere. And the main course, the entree dish, it will be pork. So 3 of the competitors shows pork tenderloin in the end. We got that. And then there's one person who'll be getting pork loin chop.
The service window opens for the Carmitas round at 35 minutes and closes at 45 minutes. The Roberts manufacturing round begins after that and closes at 1 hour and 45 minutes.
They've been given enough time to get themselves together, so if you're all ready, your 90 minutes will start right now.
Let's go, yes! Competition started.
Right, so at this point, what you're going to be seeing is, they will decide. Now remember, they have 2 dishes to prepare in this 90 minutes. So they can't say, well, I'm going to just work on one and forget the other until the end of 90 minutes. Because by the time you're in your 90 minutes and trying to start your second, it will be trouble. So they have to multitask now. They have to concentrate on 2 dishes. But of course, most of the attention should be given now to the appetizer because that's the first one up in 34 minutes or so from now. Okay, so you should see them getting all their chopping and dicing. Even at this point, you will see the judges will be paying close attention to the knife skills at this point, things like that. So you talk about world skills, knife skills are so important. How they hold the knives, are they using the right tools for the job being done? And they'll be checking how they keep their speed rack. Their speed rack, that's the rack next to them there. How tidy they keep it. All of that is being scored as they go on. So there's a lot for these competitors to think about while they're up there. And these judges, I can tell you, are some fairly harsh people, if I should say so myself. They mark you down for everything.
So at this time, we're going to call up our first sponsor. Her name is Latoya Elliott. Hi, Latoya. She is representing the Carmitas brand.
Hey, my name is Latoya Elliott, Senior Supervisor at the BADMC. I'm here to represent our Carmitas brand today. They're using the sweet potato flour. However, we also carry the breadfruit flour and the cassava flour. And also under the Carmitas brand, we do lamb burgers, chicken burgers, beef burgers, all season burgers, not to mention our seasoned meatballs. Megan, you should try those. Very nice.
Okay, that's good. You know, usually we're so used to another brand, but we now know that we have another Carmitas brand to get some lamb burgers or some seasoned meatballs. If you had a chance to cook a meatball, how would you do it?
Probably with spaghetti. I love spaghetti.
And I know you have a young daughter, so she probably loves spaghetti and meatballs.
She does. However, we also carry pork hams, beef hams, and lamb hams. Her favorite is the lamb ham. You guys can try that.
Awesome. Everything is here. So I can also see some flours. There's some breadfruit flour, cassava flour, sweet potato flour. So once again, everybody can give a clap for the Carmita sponsor, LaToya.
Thank you.
I'm not sure if they did it, but at this time, they should have checked all of their equipment, make sure the oven is on and set, make sure the fryer is on and checked and set. You will see, all this much should be done. Okay, now you're going to see them doing it. But that should have been done before, huh? You don't start to cook and then you go over there and find, this oven is cold.
That's a good
now
tip.
you're going to lose some time. Hey,
Thanks for the tip.
But they should know that. They should have known that too, right?
All right. Awesome. So where are my judges? Akem, Mrs. Akem, what are you looking forward to for this evening?
You know he's doing it.
Well, at least the appetizer and the entree right now.
Presentation, creativity, sanitation, most important for me.
I'm looking at the techniques that we will see today. I'm also looking at the cleanliness of the stations, and I'm looking for them as well to keep in timing with the time plans that they have. That's why I'm checking each station and checking each time plan to see that they're sticking to what they say they're going to do at the time they say they're going to do it.
And if I can remember, you were quite, not harsh, but a tough mummy on them.
I'm honest. I don't want you to leave thinking that you're doing the absolute best that you can do, but I know that you can do better because I know all of these are at the top of their game. So as long as you are putting everything into it, that's good enough for me.
Fantastic. Thank you, Natalia. Okay, so Natalia and Rashid would have worked with them throughout this period. What are you looking forward to, Rashid?
Well, today I'm looking forward to see the skills they use, the techniques, and most importantly, HACCP, following the HACCP rules and regulations. Following that is very, very, very important. That is cleanliness. So that's basically the most thing I'm looking for, and of course, execution at the end of the day.
Right, 26 minutes, guys. 26 minutes to your first open window. 26 minutes to your first open window. I can tell you, it's beginning to smell like a kitchen in here already. When you go past the stations, you can smell the aromas coming up already at this point.
All right, so we have our contestants, our prayer contestants, Roger, Cyan, Kobe. If it's one word you want to give your former contestants for encouragement right now, what would you say?
I think that to just not focus on the environment, focus on yourself. You made it here, you're worthy of being here, definitely. So prove it to yourself that you can do it and come out on top.
Yes, I'm very proud of each and every one of them, for starters. But just stick to your time plans and execute as you have practiced before. So.
I want Raphael to win.
Okay.
I want Jade to win too, so.
I don't have a favorite.
Okay, I love the honest opinions. Guys, give them one more clap. They've done a good job. As you can see, they're really well spoken. They know their food. I'm so proud of them. And as you can see, they've also been a part of the Food and Rum Festival, which leads and gives, opportunities for young chefs and just Barbadian culture on the whole.
Bravo Jake, the big man Brathwaite has got an important wicket. Side, West Indies, that helps. Will it carry? It does carry. Remember the name. History for the West Indies.
Actually, I'm very impressed. I am very happy, I should say. Not necessarily impressed because I know they can do it. But if you look at the kitchen now, if you look up here, you can see calm, really calm.
Very calm.
And if you can, you also notice that you have a worker in the kitchen. You're not noticing them. That's the things I'm looking for now. How are you controlling your kitchen? How are you? Do you have kitchen number 1, kitchen number 2, kitchen number 3, and kitchen number 4? And how are you controlling it? You can see there's no chaos going on as yet. And these are the things that the judges will be looking for. So it shows how you manage your kitchen while concentrating on your item that you're creating. Balance. That's one of the things that they were taught to come along. One of the things you need to have control of in the kitchen. Balance. Balance in every area. So on that plate, the judges will be looking for balance in color, balance in flavor, balance in texture, and balance in nutritional value. So all these things, so when you see these guys up here, you trust me, there's so much work went in to get them to this point. So all these things they have to be thinking about. Remember I said to you earlier, 90% of the work was done before they got here. This is the last 20%.
Yes.
All that planning would have been done before they come into the competition. So that's what it's all about. You know, another really important thing that they have to pay attention to this time, you see, cooking and the temperatures. Cooking is all about time and temperature. The amount of time you expose the item you're cooking to the temperatures and the type of temperature, the heat, the type of heat you're going to apply to it. So while all this is going on, right now they're using what I call industrial cookers. Industrial. This means you get 36,000 BTUs. In other words, they're very hot. They're not like your stove at home, which would be about 25,000. So this is intense heat. So these youngsters here have to pay close attention to those cookers as they continue to cook because they're industrial. And so the heat is very intense and it can burn very easily. So controlling of heat, controlling of temperatures, also very important and something they must pay close attention to as well.
Okay, how much time do we have on the clock right now?
13 minutes to the first window open. 13 minutes to the first window open. Remember, you can finish your appetizer before the 13 minutes, but you will have to keep it warm because it must get to the judges in a state of warm, okay? So that's another technique you have to learn. How do you hot hold food? That's a very important thing. How do you hot hold food? Stop.
I'm seeing here in the audience some people who would have done some training from them. We have Chef Adrian over here. Chef, you did a really good session with them. Do you want to give them any advice right now? Because, you know.
Good afternoon, everyone. Firstly, I'm hailing for Raphael. Let's get it off the bat. Just as PDED, you have a grandmaster chef there in charge of this whole operation. You know, just stay focused. Focus on the meal in front of you. Make sure that it tastes good. And then secondly, make sure that it looks good. Okay? That's it.
Awesome. Ooh, we got some fire cooking up.
If you look over here, you're seeing a really good technique. I gotta compliment Dominique here on her cooking at this point. This is, again, we talked earlier about use of heat with 1 minute to go to the open window. We talk about use of heat there. She's using the heat with her onions to get them caramelized and that nice brown that you're seeing there. Really good use of the heat. Now, this can go really wrong because of the intensity that you can get from this heat and this cooker here. But she has to control it perfectly, which is what she's doing right now. So you're getting that nice caramelized. And I was drawn over here. I was drawn over here by the smell, by the aroma that's coming from here. Yes. And that's what is happening right here. Caramelized onions. And as you see, as she moves it around, playing with it, and moving around. So
all right, give Dominique a clap,
controlling the heat.
Should be cheering on Dominique.
Controlling the heat. Good work by Dominique right there.
If we can see the
contestants, your service window is now open.
All
your
right.
service window is now open. It will remain open for 10 minutes. Service window is open. At any time now, you can bring your appetizer to the judges. Your service window is now open.
Service window is now open. And remember, the Food and Rum Festival is looking for aspiring chefs each and every year to see what it takes to bring sharp knives, high stakes, and grand prizes.
You're gonna have the cracker first. Let's go around. Then we're going to add the beef. Then we're going to do sliced plum tomato, which we're going to hit with a little bit of lime juice as well, salt and pepper, olive oil. And then we're going to put this right on top. Right? So basically, it's a layered cracker using Caribbean spice mixed beef, a nice fresh plum tomato, and topped with a citrus meal.
So we are in the first open window period. We are in the first open window period. So this is when you can get a look and a taste of the very first item that they will do. They will be presenting in this 3-course menu. Remember, tonight they're preparing 3 courses, huh? 3 courses. There's the appetizer, then there'll be the entree, and then there'll be the dessert round. That dessert round will be 1 hour, and I'm looking forward to see, since that's my favorite part of the meal, what they're going to be bringing up for us in the dessert round.
All right, Raphael, tell me what inspired this dish today.
Well, to be honest, I hear right, but I had to try something new.
So Jade, as you're plating, tell me quickly, let's multitask together. We've done this before. What is your strategy for this round?
Just trying to move fast, just trying to move and make sure that my station is clean.
Domonique, how are we looking right now?
We're looking good so far.
You confident?
Yeah, for the most part.
Awesome, good job. Woo, we looking hot over here. Dejuan. Yes.
Once you inform the judges that you are ready, the judges will come over, take a look, and then you select your best plate, take it over to the tasting area. So that's what it is. They just say service. Service means I'm ready to deliver my dish to the judges. And then they take it over, and you can put the 2 other remaining dishes on the table over here. Dejuan finishes as well. So there's just Domonique now to complete the service.
Let's go, Domonique.
If you can't get all 4 finished, get at least 1 for the judges to taste. Then you can work on the others after. You must get something for the judges to taste, though. It is better to lose 2 points for not finishing all of them than to lose all of your marks because the judges had nothing to taste, okay? Get it done, get it up.
There we go, Domonique. Let's go. Yes, I love it. Good job.
Service. Okay, so then you can have it sent over there. Now, what you can do, though, and your service window is closed. Right on time. Right on time. The service window is just closed. Okay, suck it up. Move on. Suck it up. Move on. There's still work to be done. There's still work to be done. No time for crying at this point, my friend.
We're going to have the cracker first. Let's go around. Then we're going to add the beef. Then we're going to do sliced plum tomato, which we're going to hit with a little bit of lime juice as well, salt and pepper, olive oil. And then we're going to put this right on top. Right? So basically, it's a layered cracker using Caribbean spice mixed beef, a nice fresh plum tomato, and topped with a citrus meal.
Okay, so that first service window is closed. Now, You've gone from your appetizer, and there's certain things that define an appetizer. The judges will be looking for all those characteristics on the plate that define an appetizer, and then you have to shift your gear, shift your way of thinking, shift what you're talking about. As far as flavors are concerned, as far as portion sizes are concerned, as far as textures are concerned, you have to switch into a second gear now to get that main course or entree on the plate.
Can you give me one defining separation between the appetizer and the entree?
Well, I can give you two.
Okay, sure.
Size and flavor.
Size and flavor.
Yep, the portion size. Portion size for the appetizer is going to be smaller than the main course. And the flavor in your sauce or your dressing tends to be a bit more acid. You remember when you were young, your mother would always tell you, don't eat anything sweet before you eat your food.
It's true.
All right. That's because the sweet tends to close your appetite, right?
Yeah.
That's why desserts are sweet. It helps to finish up the meal.
Yeah.
But what you're looking for is you want to be ready now at the entree stage. You want to be, I'm ready to eat. So the appetite, the flavor of the sauce, and the size of the portion that you just had will determine all the readiness you want for the entree course. I don't want to influence the judges in any way, but look at Dejuan's station. Total organization over here, right? I can't tell you about the flavors, can't tell you about anything else, but totally organized. And his station looks as though it's doing nothing.
Okay.
Now that's always a good sign. It could be a bad sign as well. It could mean that you're just stuck.
Okay.
But in this case, I think it's a good sign. It's just look at the station.
Yeah.
You know. So those are the things as a judge. If I'm judging, I'll be walking around taking note of all these things. Yeah. And then look at what he did for his appetizer. Really, really, really thoughtful presentation.
Yes.
You know. So things like that I'll be looking for. Again, following the world skill standards, he'll be scoring points heavily for things like that.
That's good.
Yes.
Give Dejuan a clap, guys. That's good.
I took notice of Jade's cooking. Jade, and this was Jade's situation all through the training. Excellent cooking process. Technique in cooking, perfect.
Awesome.
That's really, really good cooking. Control the heat,
Give Jade a
control of
clap,
everything.
guys. Yes.
And that was Jade's strong point all the way through the training. She was very, very strong at that.
Yeah.
So I am not surprised at the way she was cooking here. And if you see how she took her time, controlling the heat, doing her tossing, doing her turning, and making sure the even cooking takes place, that's good for Jade. Yeah, that's really good. And again, station looks fairly clean, not cluttered. So that is, again, the strong point. If you look at another competitors, though, it's a little bit cluttered. Remember, guys, it's important. Sanitation and safety. You heard Chef Rashid talk about HACCP in the early stages. HACCP is what? Hazard Analysis Critical Control Point. A big thing in food safety.
We're going to go on to our next sponsor, our Roberts Manufacturing sponsor. Hi, I've seen you smiling at me all evening long. Can you tell me your name?
Keisha Osford.
Hi, Keisha. And can you tell me your position at Roberts?
Chief Financial Officer at Roberts Manufacturing.
What products are you sponsoring us today?
Okay, first I'm saying the mellow cream spread. We also carry glow spread, and we use this in bacon. There's also the Velvet Crisp shortened in margarine, and I think the bakers are a fan of that. We would have seen the coconut spread, which is a favorite of mine, and this is the chill product. So the coconut spread there. And generally, I like to use that with mashes. Mash like yam mash, sweet potato mash, and I think that's probably one of the products that the contestants are using tonight. So really looking forward to see what they come up with.
Okay, awesome. So thank you so much. Give a round of applause to Roberts Manufacturing sponsor.
What I have to say is just no, I had a talk with the judges. Maybe I can ask them now as well. How are you feeling about, let's say, the techniques? Now, I know you're judging skills and techniques. What are you seeing at this point?
I have seen a couple slip-ups with the technique so far, to be quite honest with you. And that's something that we got to pay closer attention to as the judges and as the competitors. We got to pay attention to.
Now, is it? Are you saying that now you can tell you can tell if the person has the technique and the pressure is causing that? So that can be down to pressure because you know the things competition pressure does. So does it seem to you like lack of understanding the technique or mistakes from pressure?
It's definitely more pressure than lack of understanding, because you can see that they understand what they're supposed to do. So it's definitely pressure now at this point.
What do you think, Rashid?
Me, or myself being in a competition, not this competition before, I have won obviously I see some techniques here that I believe could change. Some, making me question, but I just want to see the result. Once the result is okay, well, we will see. But I just looking on the students to see what they're doing.
We also want to thank the BTMI for investing in the young aspiring chefs, because usually when you have competitions, you go to the live competition and that's it. But we have a chance now to watch over our chefs, Roger, Cyan, and Kobe, and see how they perform, because they came out here and speak really well. Well, you have a chance to just watch over the series on the Visit Barbados YouTube page and see how well they perform during that time. Guys, I must tell you that Mr. Edie brings his Barbadian, I would not call it old-fashioned, but well-seasoned.
Old-fashioned is fine.
No.
That's fine.
Well-seasoned way of teaching. He is very tough, but the kids love him.
You know what? I must credit that to my French training. I was trained in France. I'm a French trained chef, and all I do is take all of the classical techniques and apply them to all of our local things, all the local cuisine, and that is what you're seeing here. Because we have to do that. We have to develop what we have here, and you're not going to be able to go in your kitchen and find all the products, all the ingredients that you get in North America or even in Europe. You have to do it with what you have here. All we can do to make that great is to apply all the correct techniques and skills to these local ingredients, just to maximize the flavors, maximize the textures, and of course the creativity added to it that you have seen. So in things like the rice and rum, for instance, or the what's the other one again?
Liquid gold.
Liquid gold. You can see that, right?
Yeah,
That's what
I can see also over here Raphael is wrapping something. This technique is fantastic. You want to tell us quickly what he's wrapping?
Okay, so he had pork tenderloin. So what he wants to do is to, again, take that and this is Barbadian pork tenderloin. Let me tell you that. This comes from our local pig here. Good quality pork. And he wants to stuff it. So pork with bread stuffing is a thing.
Yes.
Chicken and bread stuffing is a thing.
Yes.
So what he's doing, he's wrapping that stuffing inside the pork tenderloin. So what he did was called a butterfly before.
Wow.
But he did another technique that he
What's
gave
it called?
a butterfly. He just used a butterfly technique to get to open the pork tenderloin. Then he put the pork, the stuffing on the inside. You saw it earlier. I saw him earlier with that nice gentle cooking, and he used biscuit stuffing here.
I remember that. Very good. Give him a clap.
Right?
Yes.
And I saw him cooking it, and there's a stove top. So he did it on the stove there with all the flavors he had infused with the herbs and everything like that.
Yes.
And that's what he has on the inside.
Okay.
Now his challenge is to get this tenderloin cooked with all that stuffing remaining on the inside. So see all these skills you need to know when you're doing the cooking.
Yeah.
So he has to decide, now, how am I going to do that? It looks to me like he's going to do a wrap. Yeah.
So this is looking good.
That's still only one part of it.
Yeah.
We got there all the other aspects that needs to be taken care of. So we'll see how it goes. Nice work, nice skill here.
Yeah.
Knife skill is really, really good as well. And I've seen the development and especially knife skill. And that's one of your key things in the kitchen. Good knife skills is half of your life in that kitchen. That's so important.
Any highlights for you?
Yeah, again, Ashan is one of the people I'm so proud of this competition.
Me too.
He came in totally raw,
So,
no exposure, no experience. But when you see him got all the way through to the quarterfinals, I was really happy for him.
So I want to come over here to some of the audience members. I'm going to come over here to Team Domonique, right? Can you tell me how far she's grown at home in this process?
Honestly, in terms of the kitchen and cleanliness and how she goes about tidying and stuff as she's going along, that is one thing I can say has improved a lot. Because Domonique was a girl, when she goes in the kitchen, it's like a hurricane. The dishes, piled high, everything. But believe you me, when she's finished, her dishes, flavorable, actually enjoy it. But she was this girl that used to go in the kitchen at all hours of the night. I would be in bed and all of a sudden I come out and she's in the kitchen doing something or the other. And I would be saying, Domonique, you was facing my groceries though, but I can see it's paying off.
Give Domonique a big clap. Thank you for supporting her. Thank you to her team. I'm gonna come over here to Raphael's team. This is Raphael's team over here.
Okay, guys, 8 minutes to go. 8 minutes to go to your open window. 8 minutes to your open window.
All right, who's Raphael's mom? All right. Can you tell me what you're proud of right now of Raphael? Because he's so quiet.
His ability to stay calm. He doesn't show much emotion, so you don't know if he's nervous, what he's going through, but you can see it right there, he's calm and he is pretty much in control.
Thank you for giving him that, confidence. And I hope that you allow him to expand his world of the culinary arts as he gets older. So thank you. Big up to Raphael's girl! Raphael's girl! All right, good job. Where's Jade's crew? Jade, tell me quickly. Let me come on. Where's Jade's mom? Jade, mommy? Who's anybody?
Cousin, I'm Carolyn, and I'll let you know that I got Jade to cook for me for my birthday the other day. I told her, Jade, come and display your skills that you will mash up this competition with in a couple of weeks. And I gave her the menu. I told her what I wanted. Imagine I was gonna get a professional chef to do my food. And I said, Jade, you got this, yes? And Jade was in the kitchen, she did, and see how she has the assistant there? That was how she was ordering me. Bring this, bring that, yes. And Jade pulled off everything. All my friends said, this was good, this was good. I said, yeah, I had a pro, a family pro, yes.
Get Jade a clap, Team Jade. Last person, Dejuan. Where's the Dejuan crew? He is doing a fantastic job. What are you proud of right now of Dejuan?
I'm just proud of the fact that he took the opportunity to enter the competition on the whole. And so far, he did a really good job. Whenever I was in the kitchen, he would always come in the kitchen. He wanted to help me. So I would just let him. And he was really good at making drinks. And whenever he made a drink, I would say, boy, you really gonna knock for this thing.
All right, so we might have a mixologist on our hands as well. Give Dejuan a clap. All right, good job. You're looking good. I got my crew warming up.
4.5 minutes left to your second open window. 4 minutes, 28 seconds left to your second open window. Do not miss it. Service window is open, guys. Your second service window is open. Anytime now, I'll be expecting to see your main course items.
Service window is open. Guys, give them a big clap. Let's push them. Service window is open. Let's go. How much time you have for the service window? 10 minutes?
10 minutes. It'll be open for 10 minutes. As I said, you're going to put some color on there now. He did the cooking. Cooking is all done. Internal temperature will have been reached. And he will know what temperature it should be for the internal cooking temperature of pork.
Okay.
All of these things they need to know and understand. But now he's working on the appearance now.
Oh.
So the cooking is done. He just wants it to look really cool. So he's gonna apply some color using heat again. Caramelization is the technique being used at this point.
So Domonique, can you tell me your strategy for this round?
My strategy for this round is to just try to finish everything on time and make sure that everything has flavor and to plate all three.
Usual already.
Good job. I think you're doing a good job and you got this, okay?
All right, hold on.
At Dejuan split. Ooh, what is your technique and strategy here, Dejuan?
So I'm doing a chicken stuffed pork loin. And right now I made a herb crust for it. I'm just crusting it.
Good job, good job. You got this. Keep going. Give Dejuan a clap. This looks good. 4.5 minutes. This is really crunch time now. We're coming down to the end of this entire round. How are you feeling right now? Are you confident?
I'm good. They're good. I'm happy. They're good. They're good. We're just if you can see the plate start to stand up there, that's a good sign, right? Well, it can be a good sign or it can be a good bluff. Trying to outsmart your competitor next to you.
Yes.
Because when they look and see those plates there, they can say, oh dear, they're ready and I'm not. But sometimes you do that in competition and you're not even ready yourself. You know, it's just a little bit of ploy.
Looking like he has a really good technique there. Yes. This looks good. Good job, Dejuan.
Well, we all know Dejuan is all about show, right?
Yes, he's a show.
Let's see how it tastes to the end, my friend. Any minute now, friends, I'll be expecting some food.
Wow, Jade has a flare out there. And remember all of the things that they're to be judging you on. Safety and sanitization. What else are they going to be?
You know what? This is the time when they can get a little bit carried away.
Okay.
And because the time is getting up now, you will see they kind of lose their shape, lose their form.
Yes.
And you will see it getting a little bit messy sometimes. So you have to pay even more attention now.
Okay.
Because this is when time is not your friend at all. He's actually chasing you down at this point in time. So you have to stay composed and stay calm and keep your area clear, especially at this point, because at this point is where the food goes from your kitchen to the customer's mouth. This is we hear about hazard analysis, critical control point. This is a critical control point. Another technique, another skill that is being practiced here by Jade. Jade is trying to get, she's making a sauce here clearly, and she's trying to get the consistency right. Again, with the use of heat.
And same biscuits in there too.
No, that's not the sauce though. This is, you really need to come to classes now. This is stuff. But the sauce is what I'm talking about here. Okay. And you can see she's using a technique called reducing. Trying to get the texture of the sauce, the consistency, the viscosity.
I've heard you talk about reducing for the entire season.
That's right. That's
reduction.
Reduction. That's what you're going to do to get this texture of the sauce the way you want it. So that when you pour it on the plate, it's not running all over the plate. It just sits in a nice ribbon on the plate. All that. So all these techniques and skills, the competitors with the practice
Jade
learn.
has a very tender way of cutting, kind of different to Raphael.
I think that Jade is. I think Jade is running from the heat more than anything else at this point. So she's using the fork, but she has to be very, very careful because you don't want to change the shape, change the texture. Now you see, every time she sticks the fork in that pork tenderloin, you're opening some space for the juices to come out again, and that can reduce that can result in a kind of drier type finished product.
Okay.
So you got to be careful with that still. Yeah.
All right.
Got to be careful still.
Okay.
If you go in an international competition and we see that pork looking white all the way through, which means it's totally cooked all the way through, you will lose some points for that. They'll tell you, hey boy, you just destroyed that tenderloin. You overcooked it. Moving on, I would like you to move a little bit faster though because there's 2 minutes left. So I'd like to see her moving a little bit faster.
We're over here with Dejuan. The color's looking good. And you guys can't smell it, but I could, and it smells good.
You gotta move, guys. You gotta move. It's about 2 minutes.
I think Dejuan is a performer.
20 seconds. Gotta move. Gotta go. Remember, if you think you cannot get all 3 of the plates done, make sure you have at least one completed. That's the one that will go to the judges for tasting. The judges must be able to have something to taste for you to get a score. It is better to lose a couple of points because you didn't complete all your plates than to lose all of your points because the judges had nothing to taste.
Who's here representing Jade? Who's here for Dejuan? Domonique. Raphael. Awesome.
I've not yet heard service from any of the kitchens. Not a good sign. I've not yet heard service from any of the kitchen. Service would be the indication that you are done. We have now under a minute to go. Just under a minute to go, guys.
Let's go. Come on, crowd, cheer them on. Cheer on your person.
If you cannot get them done, work on one plate. Get that one plate completed. Get that one plate. Service. Okay, so in kitchen number 4, right, Jade is ready with 21 seconds to go.
Lovely.
So Jade is ready under the time. We still have a few seconds to go.
Come on, cheer them on, cheer them on. Jade is already finished. Let's go, Raphael. Let's go, Domonique. Come on.
10 seconds to go.
10 seconds.
9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and you're done.
All right.
You're done.
Okay guys, so this is the end of round 1 of the 2023 Junior Chef Cook-Off Competition. I am your host, Megan Michael, and my co-host is somewhere at the back, Chef Peter Edie. And listen, it's been hot. What is it? High stakes, grand prizes, sharp knife, something like that. But honestly, this round has been inspirational because I know where they've been coming from, how anxious they've been, and the calmness and demure posture that they had during this time has actually been really remarkable. So if you're watching at home, or if you're gonna watch this after, you're gonna see from episode 1 all the way down to this episode, episode 5, how fantastic they performed during this time. So we're gonna start over here first with Dejuan.
Well, I feel for my entree that I had a lot of elements on my plate, and the pressure kind of hit me at the end, so it gave me a bit of a challenge coming into the end and executing it. I felt that I kind of let down myself on the entree, but I wouldn't let that get me down. I can just focus on the dessert aspect and let the finish strong. Firstly, I would like to thank God.
Oh, that's
and
sweet.
My parents, of course, for coming out and support me both.
I am feeling a little less nervous, a lot more calm than I was in the beginning. So my sauce turned out a bit more runny than I wanted it to. So in that first plating, when I first did my design, I didn't really like how it turned out, and the placement of my XNO was kind of a bit off. So I went to off. And right now my mindset is just to recover.
If I had another chance, I probably would have tried to allocate more time for my main in the beginning, because I was like, oh, let me just do my vegetables. But if I had thought about it even more, I would allocate more time definitely in the beginning. So I realized that I still had some elements that I needed to put on the plate and they weren't done. So I was trying to move really fast to get everything finished to put on the plate. So I was I was stressed out. Honestly, I'm like really excited at the fact that my family bought those tickets to come out and see me. Like I was very, very happy that they took the time out of their busy Saturdays to come and watch me do this. So I'm very glad I did.
I burnt the sweet potatoes and a couple of plantains. I think that's because I had them covered, so I was not getting the full on them all the time. So when I uncovered, I realized that some of them were burnt. The same as for the plantain, because the top of the plantain was yellow, but I honestly forgot to turn them, and they ended up coming out a little dark on the bottom. Well, for the dessert round, I am looking forward to improving on what I could not do in the first two rounds, which I think was color on the plate. So in the dessert round, I'm going to try to get a little bit more creative and have a lot more color on my plate. Mad thanks a lot for supporting me. I can do my best. I appreciate all the love that you all showing me. Love, love.
We're gonna go straight into this round. So I want you to go straight to your mystery box. Okay, let's slowly do your review. Go for it. We have one item.
Very simple, but very complex at the same time. We give you just a mango, you know, just one mango. But you know what? You have everything else in the community kitchen you can use. All sorts of oils, salt, rums, creams, whatever, to enhance that mango and give it back to us.
All right, chef. So this round is the dessert round. We will be using Wabisco Shirley biscuits along with the local fruit, which is the mango.
There's a little twist though.
Okay.
You know, it's never that simple. It is actually a dessert, but it's a no-bake dessert.
Oh.
So no baking. Let's see what you're going to do here, right?
Dessert.
So it's a no-bake dessert, and you have 60 minutes to get it finished for us. You can go straight away from now. What they have to do now, just, you know what? Think about this flavor. Remember we said balance all the time?
Yes.
Flavor the mango. That's all I want to deal with here. The flavor the mango. Whether you cook it, whether you blend it, whether you dice it, whatever you do, what you prepare there should enhance or complement the flavor of that mango.
Do you want to tell our audience one way you would use the mango if it were you?
No, for me, I see some rum over there, some good Bajan rum.
Okay.
I also see some nice brown sugar. Well, that's flavor there to start, right?
Okay.
And those flavors, and then some heat, caramelizing. Now remember, they said it's a no bake.
Yes.
But they didn't say don't cook. Don't use the stove. So I'm going to use the stove and get to caramelize that sugar. Put the rum in, flambe it so I can get the flame going and get that burnt flavor of the rum.
Yes.
Put my mango in there as well. Simmer it away now.
Okay.
Right? So that mango will now take on the flavor of the rum and the sugar, and then whatever else you want to do after that to present it. But my flavor will be that mango, rum, sugar type flavor.
Okay, lovely. So I don't want to jump the gun, but who do you think has the title tonight? Who do you think is going to run away with 300?
It is so tough to say that at this time.
$3,000.
You can never say that at this time.
Yes.
Because they've all been really, really good. And they're like my kids now. I wouldn't want to pick one of them at this time
I fully
either.
understand.
I'll be so close to them now. You know it's going to hurt my heart again tonight for sure. Because only one can win. So I'm going to feel it, whoever loses here.
Well,
because we're going so close now with all of them, it's like that.
Well, for me, they all are winners anyhow.
But of course, they've learned a lot.
They all
They've learned
are
a lot,
winners.
so that's good. Now you can see it though. I mean, as I said, it was about 12 weeks. How long? 6? Oh, how long was it? How many weeks? It's so long now. It was about 12
Almost,
weeks. And being with these kids all this time, I mean, you can see the development. You can actually watch them growing in the field, in this area. You can see the growth, and they're all hungry for it. So they just sucked up like a sponge. So that was very, very exciting for me. You know what you said? I said earlier about the mango and the flavors. You know what's going to be very important as well? Which mango do you get? Are you going to get a ripe mango? Are you going to get a half ripe? Or are you going to get a young mango?
Oh my God.
Each one of those mangoes have a different flavor, different base flavor.
Right.
One might be acid, the other one might be very sweet.
Okay.
So there again, what you do with it will be determined by the type of mango you get.
All right.
You see the kind of thinking that has to go into the competition? It's not just
And
get
you
up there
have
and start to cook.
Think on the spot.
Always.
Wow.
That's what the mystery box is about. Now you start to think. You might say, oh, mango, hey, mango, yeah, but there's so much different characteristics to a mango. Now you have to determine which one this mango has and how I'm going to deal with it.
Okay, lovely. Domonique, how are you feeling about this mango?
I'm feeling confident. I feel that I can do what I need to do to make sure that I come out with a good end product.
Before you go over to your next contest, I have one question to ask. I can see that you have maybe a not too ripe mango. Does that change anything about the way you think about it?
No.
Right, so it doesn't matter. Okay, she's not ready to talk today, but she says no.
All right, Jade. How do you feel about this mango?
I'm feeling confident as well because it doesn't really change from my menu what I have planned in the first place, so it doesn't really affect me.
So at this moment now, we had our two sponsors. We had the Roberts Manufacturing, and we also had Carmitas. Now we're gonna go over to our Wabisco sponsor.
Well, my name is Lisa Boxall. I'm the brand manager for Wabisco locally manufactured products. So all of the biscuits that you love, the Eclipse Dippers, which is the newest addition to the family. So innovation is very, very important to us. And we pride ourselves on innovation and especially quality of our products. And I'm sure a lot of persons here today can say crackers has been a staple in their households. Everybody have a cracker in their household. But over the years, in 2021, we developed the Eclipse Tri-Grain Dippers. And in November 2022, we came up with the Eclipse Tri-Grain Squares. Both lovely products, and they've been getting great feedback from the Barbadian public. It's great on its own, but for those fitness enthusiast persons like me at times, they have wheat bran, flax seeds, and oats. So you feel kind of confident that you're eating healthy, and we want to promote and encourage healthy eating and living. And it pairs well with almost anything. The good old Bajan cheese paste, tuna paste, stuffing, corned beef, you name it. But we've just developed a new campaign with the crackers named My Biscuit, My Way, and we've been trying out a lot of different things we've done with Chef Craig in the supermarkets. We've been doing Caribbean ground beef with black bean corn and sweet corn and different things. They just so fancy, very simple but very, very tasty. So there's a lot of things that you can try with the Eclipse Tri-Grain.
I can tell you my story with the Eclipse, Shirley biscuits. You know, when you have the Shirley biscuit, you know there's a house on it. Anybody ever eat around the house?
I think that's everybody's story, you know, playing around with eating around the house, eating a little flour, and then eating the whole biscuit.
Yes, you know, you eat around. I think that's a Barbadian thing to do. Nobody else can say, I know how to eat around the house for Shirley biscuits. So thank you for being a Barbadian, part of our Barbadian culture and icon.
And it's 100% Bajan with a 100% local competition. A great marry, a great pair, a great alignment. And we're really, really, really happy to, you know, have our products be part of, you know, such a competition where we're aligned with the youth, you know, of this country, because we are a family company and we always like to promote youth sports and culture.
So good. Thank you so much, Lisa. This is actually a very inspiring conversation, and I hope that the Wabisco family always has opportunities to give back to the youth and the community as much as possible. Thank you. Give them a clap again. All right, so we're back into the kitchen again.
Just now, we were doing savory meals, appetizers and main course. So you would tend to go on more towards herbs because of that savory type flavor. Now we're into desserts. You're going to see now our senses they will turn out more towards spices. You will see a lot more nutmeg and cinnamon and things like that coming into play now. Allspice coming into play now because this is the flavor we're going to. Remember we talked about going to the end of the meal when you're going to close the appetite now. We opened it. We satisfied it in the middle. Now we're going to close it. So some sweet and spicy and kind of savory some spicy type flavors now to end the meal.
Fantastic. So we're gonna go over to one of our judges, Mrs. Akem Cadogan. I'm gonna ask you a few questions. Okay, so can you tell us about the internship and what the winner would receive from the Crane Resort?
The internship will be 3 months. We have 8 food and beverage outlets on property. And this winner will be in the D'Onofrio's, which is our Italian restaurant. They also intern in the Zen restaurant, which is the Japanese and Thai. And also the Lazor restaurant, which is Caribbean fused with international.
Oh, wow, that's actually really good. Give them a clap. What are you looking forward to seeing them achieving at the end of the internship?
At the end of the internship, I'm hoping that they're so well that they can join my team. Yes, definitely.
We would love to see that. And you know, it's really good to, again, tell stories because one of your team members, I'm not sure of her name, she's from Grenada, she said that she worked on a cruise ship and her dream was to always be a chef, but she didn't know where to start. And so she found herself at the Crane Resort and she never left, which means that sounds like a good place to be.
It is the place you'd rather be. Yes, it is.
I like that. I like that. How are we looking in the kitchen right now?
In the kitchen, we're looking well. I just spoke with the chefs on these desserts. I can't wait for the finished product.
Everything is sounding good. I can see some blends. On the monitor, we can see Raphael.
Yep, you're going to see a lot of blending and whipping in this round now,
okay,
right?
Okay.
And a lot of creams and that kind of flavor now, that kind of fattish, sweetish flavor going on now.
Yeah.
All of this to make the mango the star in the end.
Oh, wow. Wow, some colors are coming from Jade, as we can see. We're zoning in on Domonique. And we're also looking at Dejuan. So I'm actually going to come over to one of the BTMI members over here.
I'm Marcia Allen, Chief Product Development Officer with Barbados Tourism Marketing Inc.
Good night. How is the competition going for you?
It's amazing. Absolutely. We're so, I think, impressed with all of the young people. We're really impressed with them. And, you know, up to about maybe 10, 15 years ago, we could not find a Barbadian chef in any of our properties in our hotels because we all had expatriate chefs coming in. And I think that competitions like these and the fact that, you know, we're able to give the young budding chefs an opportunity to be able to do competitions like these is actually helping for us to have Barbadian chefs in all of our resorts. I think that's amazing.
Yes, give them a clap. That's amazing.
I think that everything that we do must have a sustainable end. You know, we are preparing the future for our future, for the kids in the future. And I told, when we do Food and Rum, and we thought about the ethos behind Food and Rum, it had to be something that was very sustainable. Yes, it's great to have the parties and the liquid gold and the rice and rum, and people had a fantastic time. But after that, what is next? And so investing in our young people is critical to us ensuring that we are able to have a continued, you know, future for our chefs and beyond.
Thank you so much. And thank you for allowing the young chefs to have a space to be creative. Thank you.
We couldn't be more proud. We could not be. Thank you.
Thank you very much. So I'm seeing Dominique use some Shirley biscuits. We're actually using our sponsor here. If you want to have a look, this is a creative way to use biscuits. Chef Edie.
You're going to see lots of creativity come out here. Trust me, you're going to see things that you you never even thought of. Okay. So that's going to happen. And that's the creativity in these young people come out. Once you get them and teach them the skills, teach them the fine art of cooking, what cooking is all about, how you balance flavors, how you balance textures, then they go crazy with all the things that are available to them. And what is important for me is that they're doing it all with local products or things that are produced locally. I am very, very happy about that.
Awesome. Good job.
Now, look what she's doing here. You see this here? This is the same thing I said to you earlier. I think she changed her idea once she started talking. I can see from the look at this liquid, there's some sugar in there or some sort of syrup.
There's a reduction?
But then you've got it. You're getting it.
Right, yes.
But now she's simmering that mango in there.
Okay,
now
good.
you can imagine the flavors. Now both the flavor of the mango and the flavor of the syrup will change because the mango will take on the sugar flavor and the sugar will take on the mango flavor. So she has either a really nice mango syrup or a sugared mango. And then she can do anything she wants with that.
Lovely.
Right? So this is good. This is good. And then I can see something else going on right here. Not sure exactly what it is, but cooking. Cooking is an important part for her here, of course. And what you need to notice as well, remember we spoke earlier about the heat control and temperatures? Look at this. You see? Perfect control of your temperatures. Now you're dealing with sugars.
Yes.
It is going to burn so quickly and so easily. Control the temperature is absolutely important. So all these things the youngsters have to take into consideration when you're in competition. It's not just going up there and slapping something on the plate. There's a lot of planning and a lot of planning and organization goes into it.
So I see Dejuan over here rolling. If you can look at the monitor, Edie, you can see what he's doing.
Right. If it looks from a distance here, well, make it a little closer so it wouldn't have, he's making some sort of a dough.
Okay.
Right? So he's making the dough, and it is clear from the amount of moisture there, it is going to be a short crust. So Dejuan, maybe you can tell us, am I right?
Yes, please.
There you go, I'm right. So you can see it, he's making the dough, but it's going to be a short dough, which means now the dough, again, there's a million textures between a short dough and an elastic dough. And it's all controlled by the amount of moisture you add. So you can look at this and see he has very little moisture, and he has some egg in there as well. Okay. So he's trying to make a dough that will break and not stretch, which we call it a short dough. Okay. That's what he's doing right here. And so it's some sort of pie or tart I will think is coming from here. Can you tell me?
Yes, please.
You know, on the yup, I said, a tart. See, there's a tart coming there.
Okay.
Yeah?
Who are you representing?
Raphael.
Oh, wow, this is Raphael's crowd. What are you looking forward to at the end or during this competition today?
Well, it's good that the young people are really doing something that is really beneficial. So being here tonight and seeing these young ones just performing, I mean, it is just so phenomenal. So whoever wins, wins, but they all are winners. And it's really proud to see how they operate, the diligence, the consistency. I mean, it's just really, really amazing.
Yes, it's very true. I'm really proud as well.
Megan, if you can take a look over here, I'm over this side, over this side. You know, we keep talking about world skills and technique. Look at this bowl here. Look at this.
Yeah,
now, this is a perfect meringue for me, right? Look at this. This is perfectly whipped. And this is egg, believe it or not, this is egg white. And you can hold it like this.
That's egg?
This is egg white. You can do this with it. Wow. And it stays in the bowl. See that?
Wow, get Jade a clap. This is amazing.
Perfect.
Wow.
So you call that a meringue, and it's beautifully done. And there again is another part of the technique.
What would you call this?
She's sitting it in ice because you want to hold it. You want to hold it shape for a while. So you need it cold, and that's what she's doing. Put it in ice. It will keep. Seeing in here is very hot as well.
Yes.
So that it doesn't break down before she's ready to use it. Sit it in ice. It will stay there for you a little bit longer. Yeah.
Okay. So I'm gonna go over to Rashid. Rashid is still a young chef, but I want to reminisce a little bit with you. I want you to tell me your personal journey as a chef. So can you tell us your personal journey of where you started and where you are now today?
Oh, that is a very long story, a long time. But basically, I started in the Junior Challenge. That was from St. Leonard's Boys. Me and Chef 82, St. Leonard's Boys, so I have for that. I started at Junior Challenge. I've competed in that in like 3 to 4 times. I medal like all the times. Represented Barbados also in the competition a strict goal. Then from there, I was training in between different chefs, working at different places, different hotels, different restaurants. Had exposure overseas, also in Canada working. And back here, you know, I went through the program with the American Culinary Federation. I did 2 certificates there. First, the certified culinarian, and now I am one out of 3 certified sous chefs in Barbados. And we're already can't remember the exact number, but it's a very high certificate in the chef world. But right now it's all about the students and what they're doing, and I'm kind of impressed with what they're doing. So I just wanted to continue and strive and be good.
Awesome. I feel inspired by you too. That's really good. I need to hear Natalia Reed's story as well, because she seems so stern, but I know there's a sweet, soft story under her.
Yes, my babies love me, you know. I might seem stern, but it's only because I want the best of the youth. The BTMI has been saying, last year and this year, feed the future, and I believe in the future. That's the honest truth. I believe in seeing my students do well and do the best that they can do. I started as a 16-year-old student, as one of the first students at Pommery when it first reopened in 1997. I have worked extensively across Barbados. Mr. Edie himself was my chef at Pommery, and he has been stressed since then. But yeah, like Rashi, I am all behind getting the certified sous chef designation, but time is against me. Time is against me to get that designation, but it's gonna happen. It's gonna happen. It's gonna happen. But yeah, so now I am a chef instructor at the Gina Norman Holder Hospitality Institute. As I was saying before, my passion is seeing our youth do well. I don't want young people, in all honesty, to ever feel that there is no hope, that there is no outlet, that there is no help for them. Just like you were saying with Roger, who went to Queen's College and got into the culinary arts. I went to Queen's College, and look at where I am. I got into culinary arts from 16 up to now, and being a student of Pommery at 16, life has now come full circle, and I'm teaching there. So we have to put our effort behind the youth. We really need to.
I also heard that you ran a kitchen from a very, very young age. Can you talk about that?
From 21 years old, that was the first kitchen I ever managed. That was an experience, in all honesty, because obviously everybody in the kitchen is older than me. Nobody want to take any orders from this little young girl. Nobody knows where she come from. But it was challenging, but in all honesty, I wouldn't change anything that I've done over my entire career. I would not change anything.
What inspires you to keep going?
My students. My students, in a nutshell, my students. Because again, I want the best for them, and I want the best from them. Because I give you 100% of me. I come all the way to meet you, you know. I'm not coming halfway. I want you to come all the way to meet me, because I pour everything into you. I pour all of myself into you, so I expect the same from you.
Chef, you have anything to say? I see you zoning out.
No, I was just looking at what the contest is doing there. Because at this is the time you start to get nervous, believe it or not.
Really?
This is the time you start to feel it for everybody, because I'm trying to, okay, where are you now? What should you be doing? And that's going on in my head right now. What should you be doing at this point? And to me, if I have to say, I think they're a little behind at this point. Okay. So I think we're going to be running very close to time, or a little bit over, based on what I'm seeing at this time. You know, you remember I talked to you earlier about time and temperature, and Megan?
Yeah.
Come on, let me give you a lesson over here. Or better even, let Dominic give you a lesson over here. You remember we looked at this syrup earlier?
Yes.
You remember what it looked like?
Yep.
You see what it looks like now?
Good reduction
now
there.
You see you're getting some big bubbles there?
Yeah.
This is a whole change in what has been going on.
Yes.
And the texture is now totally different. So therefore the flavor is now totally different. And she's smart. She did this very, very early, so it was a long, slow simmering process.
Yes.
And it looks to me as though it could be going towards jam stage. So let me ease in to see if I'm correct. What are you making here?
A jam.
There you go. You see?
Oh,
And you can see it. It's a jam she's making here because you can see it from the way it's bubbling there now. The bubbles here now have gone from small, fine bubbles to large bubbles there. That means there's an absence of water and a presence of thicker, sweeter sugar.
Yes.
That's it. Perfect.
Wow.
Right? Good.
Very good. There's some technique to the madness. I
Always,
realized
always.
that Dejuan is the only person walking up and down and having his own technique.
Temperature.
Everybody has something different going on.
Let me show you over here as well. Listen, I'm so excited up here. No, you probably can see it. I'm so excited over here now. Look what we're having here.
Wow.
Now remember, we said it's a no-bake dessert. So you can't go and bake a cake and say, hey, this is what I've done. So what is Jade doing?
Bakes.
Jade is doing the next best thing to baking.
Boiling?
Frying.
Oh.
Frying. So she's taking her dough. So instead of putting it in the oven and bake it, she puts it in oil and fries it. Both dry heat methods. You see, again, that comes from education, comes from knowledge. They're both dry heat methods. Baking is dry heat methods, frying is dry heat method. So now she has something that simulates bake. But you know something? It's going to be even nicer in flavor. Why? You see that crispy brown on the outside? Flavor again.
All right.
Flavor again. So this is really good work here by Jade.
Lovely, Jade. Good job. So, Dejuan, what is your technique right now?
Right now I'm making a mango gel, so just hoping to get to it.
All right, a mango gel.
A mango gel. So you have to be a little bit exact now. So that hence the scale. The portions, if you're going to make a gel, it needs to be right. So now he really needs the scale.
What is he
right?
adding here?
Sugar. That's sugar, right?
Okay.
He's adding some sugar. And there's a mango kind of paste, liquid that he made. So he's going to reduce that in the end to make it like a kind of a mango. Did someone in the audience say, sir?
Yes.
Maybe you should be up here. You're right. Syrup. It's a mango syrup. And you're going to put the sugar in it and then make it to a nice gel. So we'll wait and see how that happens. He has to get it moving though. Pastry is time sensitive. It's time sensitive. So you have to get moving now.
I see Raphael is playing with colors here. You know, I was telling his parents, he doesn't say a lot, but he listens the most. And I think that is a good characteristic to have in a growing young man, being able to be observant and being able to listen. It's a good job.
Definitely the skills will come along. How you do it, the timing and the execution will come along. But that is a good brain there for the kitchen.
Good
it's
job.
a good kitchen brain. Yeah?
Good job, Raphael.
Okay, guys, your service window is now open. Your service window is now open.
All right, the service window is now open. This is your time to hype up your crew. This is the last 10 minutes of the competition. The heat is definitely on.
So we should be seeing some plates within in 4 minutes time. If the science works and if the skills and technique and timing is correct, in 4 minutes time you should be seeing plates on the table. So Jade, what? You have a mango sauce over here?
Yes, please. Yes, please.
And then you're going to use your donut
holes?
With rum soak. So this rum soak goodness over here as well. You're going to pair that with your mango sauce. Okay, so good stuff from Jade over here with that mango sauce. That's how she's going to use. That's how she's going to use her mango flavor, and she's going to apply it to some dough that she fried. Of course, the dough would have been seasoned as well. So that's good stuff from Jade. Now, Dominique, you're going to have to get moving. It looks like pancakes of some sort going on here. So it looks like the components that go with it is ready. A nice kind of a mango. Look at that. Nice stuff. Crepes. She's making a crepe over here. Okay, so we'll see how that turns out. So, good. She still looks like she can barely make it. Raphael looks to me like he's started his plating. He's getting the sauce on there. And if you see what you're looking for here as he pours that sauce on, you're looking to see that it doesn't run all over the plate. That tells you that the texture and the reduction has been perfectly done. If it wasn't, when you put it on the plate, it's going to run all over the plate and it will just spread over like a total mess. And here, carefully placing it on the plate is Raphael. Really good stuff by Raphael. And let's see the plate. I'm seeing the plates out on the side here of just Dejuan as well. But nothing there as yet. So you see Jade has started her plating. 7 minutes to go. Jade has started her plating. Raphael has started his. Dominique is taking care of her crepes here. Her accompaniment for the crepe is done. Let's take a closer look here at Jade now. So you see the balance on this plate? You can see it starting to come. The nice gel of the sauce, the crunch of the ginger scented Shirley's there, and then there's still the dough to come. There's still the fried dough, rum infused, she told me. There's still the rum infused dough balls to come here. And then there's the cream sitting there waiting in the piping bag. So this is really good planning by Jade. Very, very good work as she gets together. Now she's gonna have to make a little move on because we have just about 5 minutes to go, guys. 5 minutes to go. So presentations on this at this time looks like they're going to be really, really good. Now here is Jade, Dominique, and she's coating her crepe with
Rum sauce.
Rum sauce. So there you go. She's coating her crepe with a rum sauce before she puts her fruit on the inside. Remember, guys, if you don't think you can get all 3 plates ready, make sure you have one totally finished. Okay? 4 minutes to go, 4.5 minutes, let's say, to go. So you got some time still. Crepes, she's on her second one here now. This takes all about 1 minute to cook on each side, so that's okay. As Raphael, as I said before, Raphael is pointing his sauce exactly where he wants it to go. Right, so there he goes. And if let's see what Dejuan is doing now. We can see a cookie here made, he has baked, which is good. Still looking for the other components. He has to get going. Time is getting away from you. Remember, guys, as I said, make sure 1 plate is finished. You're supposed to produce for us 3 plates. So if you find you're running out of time, get 1 plate finished. This time, now you make a little mistake here. There's no time to do that. Just move on. If you have time at the end, go back. Other than that, leave it alone. What are they going to do? Tell me to get tomato sauce? Okay, mark me down for that. That's all right. But the thing is, the sauce is there. And that's what we asked for. We asked for the sauce to be on the plate. It is there. Jade is now dipping her strawberries. Dipping her strawberries in this mango-flavored reduction here. Beautifully done. Now, you know you've heard of chocolate dip strawberries? Not my friend Jade. She reduced some mango there, and now she has a mango dip strawberries. Really good stuff. Talk about use of local ingredients. Who wants to see chocolate when we have mango? Good work, Jade. And now we can see Dejuan getting together with his presentation. Now he baked his shell. That's okay. We're not going to kill him for that. But then now he's going to add his mango flavor on the inside. So really good work as well. I'm looking forward to seeing how it's going. It looks to me like there's going to be a mixed fruit garnish. I'm seeing some strawberry and some, it looks like, what's that, blueberries you have? Or grapes or something of the sort. And he's going to have that on his plate. If there's a sauce, we'll wait and see. Now the masterpiece. This is what I was waiting for. Now remember I told you earlier he whipped this cream and he had to put it on there. Now look what he did. No freezer. No freezer. This is daring, I tell you guys. This is daring. No freezer. So what did he do? Put it in, created his own freezer here. Get the temperature of this bowl up. Put some ice at the bottom. Put some ice at the top. And then putting it on the plate.
Yo, give Raphael a dig. This is amazing.
Hurry.
Wow.
Service. I heard service on Jade. Service. Jade wants to beat me over here. I said service. I said service. Jade is done, guys. Jade is done. Jade is done. Really well done. All the components well put together. The mango is there, and the flavors and the textures are there. The thing about dessert, you want a variety. You want a balance in flavors in there. So you need the flavors of the crunch, the softness of the dough, the smoothness of the sauce, and the acidity and shock of that strawberry. Really good plate put together there by Jade.
Very good. Look over here, chef.
So Jade is finished with 1 minute to go.
1 minute to go.
1 minute to go. Only one person so far has said service. Only one person so far has said service. He's finished?
Not yet, no. But he looks good.
But he's looking, he looks very, very good there.
Yeah.
I think they're all coming together really well.
Let's go over to Raphael. Let's see what's going on. 30 seconds to go.
Oh, beautiful work from Raphael.
30 seconds. Very good.
30, 25 seconds to go. Get it on there, Raphael. Really good work.
Very good, Raphael. Stay focused.
20 seconds. 20 seconds. 15 seconds to go now.
Come on, let me go.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and it's time.
All right.
It is time.
Good job, Raphael.
Great job. Keep going.
All right, Dominique,
Finish
keep going.
Finish your plate.
Very good. This round is fantastic.
Really good work here from
Very
the
good
group.
work.
You know what? Remember I said before it looks touch and go?
Yeah.
Well, they proved me wrong tonight. 3 of them finished on time. It's just Dominic is a little bit behind here, but that was a great job, I tell you.
It was so good.
Great job, I tell you.
Woo, goosebumps.
We're gonna have the cracker first, let's go around. Then we're gonna add the beef. Then we're gonna do sliced plum tomato, which we're only gonna hit with a little bit of lime juice as well, salt and pepper, olive oil. And then we're gonna put this right on top. Right? So basically, it's a layered cracker using Caribbean spice mixed beef, a nice fresh plum tomato, and topped with a citrus meal.
It has been sharp knives, grand prizes, so much to get in store, so much knowledge, so much fun. People were sick on the boat. We had so much fun on the farm, in town. This experience for me personally has been one that I will never forget. And whoever is crowned the new title of the 2023 Junior Chef Cook-Off Champion, I hope that they will take this experience far beyond tonight. And we're slowly gonna call out all of our contestants. Jade, Dejuan, Dominique, Raphael. Guys, give them a big clap. They did such a good job today. So good. So I'm not gonna keep you waiting. We're gonna go straight into it. We're also gonna thank our chefs today, Natalia, Rashid, and Akem. So our most improved award. This goes to one of our contestants. He's not here, but his name is Ashan Calendar. You would have heard us talk about that. Ashan was so good, and we really appreciate him. All right, so we're gonna have our 4th place. They're gonna win a Robert's gift basket and a first edition taste of the festival cookbook, as well as a $250 gift voucher to be spent at the Hotel and Restaurants Division, courtesy of Blades and Williams. So 4th place goes to Dominique Grant. Thank you so much, Dominique. You did an amazing job. Good job, Dominique. You did so good. Thank you so much. All right, on to 3rd place. 3rd place is going to win a Wibisco basket, as well as a taste of the festival's cookbook. And they're going to win a $383 cash voucher from Blades and Williams. 3rd place goes to Raphael Blyman. All right, thank you so much, Raphael. So my top 2 contestants, can you step forward for me, please? Top 2, all the way forward. Give them a big clap. Top 2 contestants. I'll tell you what, the 2nd person is going to win 2nd place. They're also going to win a Wibisco basket, as well as a taste of a festival cookbook. and a big KitchenAid to take home. Well, we know the winner is gonna win $3,000 Barbados, as well as 6 months training at the Caribbean Cuisine Culinary Institute and a 3-month internship at the Crane Hotel. So everybody get your cameras out. This is the moment to crown the 2023 Junior Chef Cook-Off Champion. And second place goes to Dejuan Toppin. Jade Harewood is our winner. Good job, guys. Dejuan, come over here. Lovely, lovely. Very, very good. I know Jade must be so happy. Very good, Dejuan. Jade, come forward. Our winner of the 2023 Junior Cook-Off Competition. Jade, how do you feel?
I lost words. I'm shaking right. Oh my God. I was not at.
You can hold the mic.
I was not expecting this. I really was just telling him that I felt like he had it in the bag because I didn't feel like I did my best today. But I'm very, very surprised. Addison, thank you very much.
Everybody give Jade a big round of applause. She did such an amazing job. This is our champion. A check is gonna come out to her. Give Jade a big round of applause.